Hey, this is Dustin with Home Mender, and today we are going to show you how to install a slider vinyl patio door by yourself. This one is a little funky, maybe people walking through my shot. This one is a little old, not sliding very well, so we're going to pull it out and give them a new one. Let's get rolling. We're going to start by gently cutting the side of the trim and the door to free it up, like so. This particular property has HOA, and it has a specific trim that the outside of the door is trimmed with, so we're going to try to save that. We'll be putting the door in from the inside. We're going to pull the casing off from the inside. This has horrible lighting, so I'm going to save you the trouble of coming in here with me. Gently use your pry bar, cut your caulk with the knife. Alright, now that all of our casing's off, we can start cleaning up the nails. Now we're ready to pull the door out. Trusty screw gun, we're going to take off the clip. And there's going to be screws in the side of your door and the aluminum track. Now we're ready to pull out the door. Now that our local garbage man is gone, we can keep filming. We're ready to pull the doors out. Lift and pull. I smell dog poo.
I smell it too. The truck that just passed by.
Alright, this one's coming out in pieces. We gotta pull the clip off. We're gonna try to pull this aluminum trim coil off because we don't want to damage it. So we're gonna get behind the nails and pull them out nice and gently. Looks like a recipe for disaster. And we are out. Now we're ready to clean up our area. Next, we're going to open the frame and start putting it together. These doors are sweet because they're sold in pieces. You buy a moving panel, a fixed panel, and a frame, and the screen, so one man can install them. Take your two sides and a top, and make sure all your weather stripping is pointed the same way. I like to do it up. Find the screws to hold the frame together. They're going to be the Phillips head with the flat recessed tips on them. Next, when putting them together, we're going to take some adhesive indoor-outdoor caulk and just goop it at the seam. Caulk the other side. We're using clear so it's not visible from the inside. These only fit together one way, so it's pretty hard to put it together wrong. Goop the end. Last corner. Framed. Now that we're all framed, we're ready to install. Now that the frame's ready to go in, we're going to make sure the screen side, which is the skinny bead, is on the outside. You don't want to put your screen on the inside. Since we're installing this from inside the house, we're going to bring the frame inside to do this. There you have it. Now we take our pan heads and we secure the frame to the stud. This one's finished drywall on the inside, so we're going to hang our new door completely flush with the edge of that drywall. Put your screws in loosely, we're going to shim it later. Now some people like to put the frame in after they goop the threshold concrete sill with some sort of adhesive caulk. I don't like to do that. I like to seal it after. I think it gives it a better seal. Now we're ready to install our moving panel. Fixed panel. Perfect. We're looking good. Next we're going to put the handle on. This little guy is going to go inside the mortise lock set. Handle go on over top of that. Okay, now we got the handle on, we're ready to adjust the door. What we're going to do is we're going to make sure that the moving panel is completely shut, so it's sealed where you want it to be. We're going to hold that shut while we adjust the fixed panel. Push it over as far as it'll go. There we are. Now that'll create a nice tight seal. We're ready to put the clips on. Now we're going to take a 1x3. From the inside, we're going to slip it in between the top of our new slider door frame and the jamb. Now to put the screws in the top. We're shutting nice. Now we're going to take some batted insulation and just fill in the gaps to keep the air out. You can see that our jamb is too tight to the trim here, so we can't get any insulation in there. So we're going to do that from the inside. So we've got our door insulated on the inside. I just took some batted insulation and slid it in between the cracks. It's good to keep out the summer and keep out the winter. We got this little guy to go on. Side cutters, we're going to clip the nails on our trim. Now we're going to hang the trim right where we took it off from on the inside. We've got our interior casing on. I hung the blinds. I didn't show you how to do that. I'm sure you can figure it out. Now it's time to put our lock clasp on there so we can lock the door. That'll keep anyone out. Alright, so we got our lock on, our door is sliding, locking, installed, trimmed out on the inside. All we got to do is put our screen on, stick it up there. There we are. We still have to trim out the outside of the door. Every door is going to be different. What we're going to do with this door is we're going to use something similar to this. It's a piece of quarter round. So we're going to take this quarter round. Of course, we're going to buy white vinyl to match the door. And we're just going to trim out the door like so. Caulk it. It'll be vinyl. You never need to paint it. So for Dustin, this is Home Mender Inc. Hope I helped you install a patio door, and good luck.